afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Aries for the full moon in Capricorn coming up on June the 24th, 2021. So let's see, what does Aries need to be aware of in order to, have closure during this full moon and reveal the truths necessary, break through those obstacles and mental blocks, and to manage the very expansive emotions that we are going to be experiencing with this upcoming astrological period. And so let's see here what is coming up. It's time to set your intentions, Aries. It's time to put your intentions forward and really set them so that you can close out whatever cycles you need to close out and begin whatever new ones are up for beginning. Now let's get started here for Aries. Okay, Aries, I see your card here in reverse. The Emperor is an Aries energy and it's in reverse. So that says your whole world's going to flip upside down, Aries. You are going through a big change. You are redefining yourself with respect to those like big lines that exist, that run through us, that say, this is the kind of leader I am. This is how I take authority over my life. These are my belief systems. These big lines that we have that define us. You are changing them. You are going through a cycle right now, Aries, where everything is getting redefined. It's like you are taking inventory of who you are truly, as almost like a father figure. The Emperor is sometimes described as being the energy of all four kings in tarot wrapped up into one. So then that would mean that not only are you able to ride the emotional waves, you don't get involved. You can be ambivalent and have that emotional distance. With wands, you can connect the vision that you have to the external world. You can generate change. With swords, you're able to be strategic and intellectual. With pentacles, you're able to face challenges in the physical world and have inner movement with self-confidence, right? And so when you take all of those energies and wrap them up, that is who the Emperor is as far as he is defined in tarot. And so seeing him in reverse suggests that all of that masculine energy within you that dictates who you are in all of these different scenarios is changing. So that's huge. And when I see a 9 of Wands following that as what timeline you're on right now, that confirms it, because the 9s are the end of a cycle. So you're wrapping up a cycle. It's challenging you to wrap it up, but you are wrapping it up. Now, what's challenging you here is that you're tired. You need more self-care. Your energy levels are low. This has been a long cycle potentially, and it's time to close it out. Lover's on the bottom, by the way, which is Gemini energy. So it could have something to do with the union. Now, you are wrapping up a cycle, and it's redefining you. Going forward, you are noticing, these are both in reverse, so that suggests a challenge. I would suggest that the challenge is coming from the fact that this is redefining you. That's not nothing. Like, that's not one thing changing. That's a bunch of things changing all at once. And then 7 of Swords is the truth behind why this Emperor is here in reverse, suggests authenticity. You are being challenged to be authentic. A part of you just wants to sneak off in the middle of the night without explaining anything, because you're kind of done. You're tired, right? Don't forget how tired you are. Your energy stores are low. So there is a part of you that just wants to sneak off with as many swords as you can grab and just get the hell out of there without having the conversation, without having the interaction, without having to say anything. Just, I'm outie. You just want to take off, and it's challenging you because it's almost like a part of you is like, well, I can't do that. How can I do that? What would people think if I did that? Well, that's not the point of this. This seems to be a time of authenticity versus diplomacy for you, Aries. It's almost like, are you going to be who you are, or are you going to care what people think? If you want to take off with your 5 swords and not explain it, that's not, you're allowed to do that. You can do whatever you want. So it's almost like a part of your old definition of yourself is saying, no, we can't do that. I can't do that. That's not who we are. Well, I think you're changing. So maybe you're going to be doing something very authentic and very unexpected soon. Interesting. Now, the action you are being guided to take with respect to ending this cycle is ending it. Is that separation is necessary, albeit painful on an emotional level. It's necessary. We need to end cycles to begin new ones. So these cards could be in reverse also now, because you don't want this cycle to end. You may have found a cycle that you feel quite comfy in, and but is it authentic to who you are today? I don't know. Only you know. But definitely the action you are being guided to take is to face this and understand that sometimes separation is necessary. Sometimes we can't delude ourselves into thinking that something can last, that if there's a conflict, there's a conflict and we have to face it. Sometimes you can't run off in the middle of the night. You have to face the conflict. You have to face this conflict. You have to speak whatever speak you need to speak. That didn't make much sense. You have to say whatever it is that needs to be said and understand that it's going to send you on a new path. And we did see Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to keep that out here for you. So, and look who's behind it, Two of Cups in reverse. So if this is about a relationship for you, Aries, it's not the one. It's not the one. There's another one. So, you know what? If it's about separating from a relationship that you've been with for so long that it makes you understand who you are, it's time for a new definition. Okay? Sorry, these cards, you can't see them. There we go. I'll put them there. Now, the final guidance for you is the Knight of Cups. How beautiful is that? The Knight of Cups is really a new love. It's a new emotional dimension. You are going to literally let go of something really painful for something brand new emotional. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. This is a beautiful spread for you, Aries. I know it looks painful, but the reward at the end certainly seems quite, I mean, a Knight of Cups that's an emerging energy coming at you. That's not something in your inspiration or your dreams. This is real. This is an individual walking. You know what I mean? This is a Scorpio. Or excuse me, a Pisces. Sorry, the Scorpio is the King of Cups. This is a Pisces. This is a Pisces walking in. Hello. Unfamiliar. Moon energy. Unfamiliar. Unknown. New. This is a new start. An unfamiliar new person is going to come in, and it's gonna be the beginning of the end of this, right? The end of this cycle is going to lead to the beginning of this cycle. That's really nice. I keep wanting to say Pisces. I just read for Pisces. For Aries. Aries, this is you. Emperor in reverse. You are starting a new path, and you got to close this path out. And it might be a little painful, but just keep your eyes on you. Keep your eyes on who you are, and remember that there's something else coming here. Thinker. Yeah. I don't know if you need to get out of your head or in your head. This card seems to suggest that you are thinking a lot, and that maybe some of this pondering is necessary. It's a 44. Fours, like I said, fours are all about the lesson, and you certainly got... Oh, I said that in a different reading, didn't I? Did I say that in a different... Yeah, that was a different reading, not yours. But I just said that. I think I said that to Pisces, that the fours are always about learning the lesson. Okay? And the Emperor is the fourth card, and that represents you. And this card is 44. And that says to me, my dear friends, that you are in the midst of formulating this. This is the card that suggests that your belief systems are starting to unravel, and you're thinking about it. You're in your head, which is fair. I'd be in my head too, I think, because there's some stuff you need to think about, because you're going to go forward on a brand new path here. And it's interesting because you've got swords here, which is about thinking and communication, you know, and the only cups that we see are in the guidance for the final outcome, and then the cards that were at the bottom of the deck. So I really think this is an exercise in thinking. This is an exercise in processing, mental processing, acceptance that this is done. This conflict and this separation was necessary. Swords, thinking, right? Like, this is all about processing your mental thoughts. my dear Aries friends. But, you know, there is something wonderful coming in the way of this Knight of Cups for you once this closure process is complete. I really think you're going to find a new path forward, because this path is done. It's all done. You did it. You finished a path. It's time to start a new one. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me, Aries. And thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And we'll see you next time for the next reading. Okay, have a blessed full moon.